Fokens, and welcome back to Bips Click. Hey people, how you doing? I hope your day is going great, amazing, beautiful, and all around positive vibes, because you know how we do it here, okay? Okay, Fokens, today I thought of doing something different. Okay? So I was thinking of I thought that I was gonna tell you guys a story while I do my makeup exam. So I haven't done anything yet, not even moisturizer or anything. So I thought I would start the procedure as I start the story. Okay, today I'm going to be telling you guys about my first boyfriend and the first time I betrayed someone. And the reason why I'm telling these two stories together is because the first the first one caused the other one, so they cannot go hand in hand. You see why I have to tell you guys everything together, right? Okay, I think I'm gonna be a little bit stressed because this is the first time I'm doing this. I mean, telling the story, which I really suck at, and doing my makeup on camera, which I've never done before. So this is gonna be very, very interesting. So I hope you guys like this video and give me feedback in the comments if you want me to do more of this. And let's get down to it. Okay, Fokens, welcome. Now we're gonna start the gist, but I'm gonna start by hydrating my face. But I'm not really gonna go into the product I'm using because I'm not a professional, so I'm a storyteller. Let's start with the story. So I had my first boyfriend, what do you call it, in high school, and I started high school in Nigeria around 2010. That was my first year. It's called senior secondary school. So that was like SS1. Okay, we have 3 years. SS1, SS2, SS3. So my first boyfriend, okay. Now you guys are probably gonna think that I met him in school, but no, actually, it was in church, you know? When your parents send you to church to go pray and Bible study. No, I was there looking for a boyfriend. Okay, the thing is that at that age, I wasn't even allowed to have a boyfriend, so let's understand that because I was being quite sneaky about it. So there was this guy in church, pretty light skin, you know, but of course he's African. So he had three brothers, and they would always like walk together, and they were like one of the coolest people in church, you know, like very cool, and they would hang out with each other, and people would like talk about them every time, and just like blah blah blah. So yeah, so I kind of liked him because I don't know, everyone liked him. Everyone liked them because they were like the popular kids in church, you know. If you're a popular kid in church, it means that your parents tell everybody that you do good, you know. So that makes you a good child. So who would not want to date a good child? So then he asked me to be his girlfriend. I was like, me be this guy's boyfriend? I don't want to mention his name because I don't want anyone messaging me and telling me why I'm slandering them on Instagram or whatever. So yeah. So then he asked me to be his girlfriend. I was like, me be your girlfriend? Are you serious? It was a big deal for me because no one actually really liked me then. I was, to be honest, I was quite ugly. Uglier than I am right now. Okay, so no one like literally really asked me to. I've asked him to be their girlfriend before, so when he asked me, it was kind of like a big deal. Like, are you serious? This kind of popular person. I was like, yes. So why? What the fuck? Am I yes? So we never really got to see each other like normal because I mean it's a no-no in my family. That would never happen. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Which boyfriend, Phoebe? Which boyfriend? Who define boyfriend? So we only saw at church, and sometimes he would come to what's it called? He would come to my house, and we just kind of pretend that we're studying because since I was in SS1, I went to write one of the exams you write when you're in SS3, like a higher exam, and he was also doing it too. So we're doing it together at, like, not in my school, like outside my school. So that I think that's how we actually met and started talking, because in church he never talked to me, you know, because he was like the big boy. So it was then we started hanging out and we started studying together, and that's when he asked me to be his girlfriend. Okay, so when he finally asked me, which I already said before, is why I said I'm very scared about telling the story. So then we started dating. I didn't tell anyone, not even a single soul, not even the person that I considered to be my best friend then. I didn't tell anyone about it because I don't trust no bitch, because these motherfuckers will snitch on you, and if they snitch on me, I'm dead, okay? Like, that's like dead. Wait, I didn't moisturize my neck. So I didn't tell anyone about it. I just kept it a secret to myself. So we would meet at the exam place. that time, and then we'll meet in church, and then he would come to my place sometimes with my grandma around. And because my grandma knew his family and they had a very good reputation, so it didn't really matter. And whenever I was walking him back home, I would stay for like 1 hour because he'd be like kissing and all that, which I was not supposed to do then. Okay, so I remember one time was not he was doing Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. We normally have this kind of big program in church where everybody will come at night and we celebrate the Christmas together, like go into the Christmas together. So one of them I spent with him, one of those nights I spent with him at church. So we went outside. I left my parents. I left my auntie because it wasn't still my parents then. So I left my auntie in church and I went out with him and we started kissing and all that. And when I came back, before I came back to church, it was already like New Year. They already like what do you call it, celebrated New Year, like they already counted it down. And my auntie was so pissed. She was like, "Where were you?" I was like, "I was in church, I was there, I saw you." I saw you. She was like, "No, what the hell?" I think that's when she decided to suspect something, but they didn't really know who I was doing it with. But bear in mind, I was not having sex because that was like a no. I did not have sex until like after high school, because if I had gotten pregnant, my mother would transport me back to my biological father, and that was impossible. That was one place I didn't want to go. So I had to respect myself, no sex. And he hated that. I felt like he was just with me because he wanted to have sex. Now I realized that, but then I didn't know that. So I was always like doing everything to like please him, you know. And he didn't really have my time. Even after the exam, when we meet in church, he wouldn't really say anything to me. He wouldn't really talk to me. I would be the one like looking at him and all that. So what even happened? To be honest, we didn't actually last because I wasn't his type. I was just too local and too ugly, obviously, to be his girlfriend. So it didn't really last. It was just like a fantasy kind of thing that I wanted, and I was trying too hard to make it work. So obviously, it didn't work out. So yeah, that was it, and I didn't tell anybody. I was very heartbroken actually, because first boyfriend, you know how that story goes. I was really heartbroken, but I didn't tell anyone also, not even my friends in school. Okay, now we're done with that first boyfriend story, right? And we're gonna move into how I betrayed someone. Now, okay, I have so many like, what's it called? Uneven spot, like that spot. I don't like to use. I'm not really a makeup person though, so if I'm doing anything wrong, don't complain. We're only here for storytelling. Okay, let me just do it quick before I continue. I can't believe I already finished like one part of the story and I've not even started doing my makeup. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, now I'm applying what's it called, foundation. I don't really use so much foundation. I feel like I've seen more YouTubers that actually use than me, and this is actually more than average than I would normally use. Okay, now let's get down to the betraying part. So in high school in Nigeria, I had what's it called? I had two people that I actually grew up with in the school, because I started junior school in the same school. So I had like two really close friends, and yeah, we kind of met other people, but it was these two people that I considered to be my best friend. And one of them kind of left and she went to another school, but one stayed with me. I don't want to mention names, so we're gonna be using this one as someone said. So me and this girl were like very close, like very close. That they used to call her like my twin actually, because we used to look like so much alike. So I never expected this girl to betray me or anything. I never expected her to like speak bad of me or say anything bad of me, because I always protected her and shit like that. This is how I felt. I mean, I was doing my own opinion. She might have a different story. God knows, whatever. So we were like really close. So what even happened? So one time, one of these girls that we were friends with, that we became very good friends with, I think she said it was a cousin, but last it was no longer a cousin. She said one of her cousin was like, okay, she likes this my very good friend. That's what he said, that he wanted to date her, but she could not because she had a boyfriend in the school. So obviously they couldn't date. So I was like, all right. Now this same boy, he had a gang, a dancing gang or whatever, and they normally come to our church to dance. So that's how I also met him outside of school. And then one day in church, he came to me and it was like, or wasn't even in church? I can't even remember. So one time he came to me, I was like, he likes me, and because me, I'm so stupid. I was so stupid at that time. I was like, I just wanted to be loved, you know, that kind of attention. I wanted it. Then he came to me and he told me that he also liked me and he wanted to date me. Now the thing that I did was that I had the courtesy of telling this girl I considered my best friend. I told her about it. One day I was at a place with another girl so that we're friends with, and I told her, I was like, okay, don't be mad at me, but this is what the boy that wants to date you said to me. And I was like, I didn't want to say that first, but I felt like I had to, you know, it's what friends to do. I feel like I consider myself a loyal person, so I was just scared that I just thought it to be weird not to tell her. I mean, girl code, right? Then I told her about it and she got pissed, which made no sense. You have a boyfriend, so why should you be pissed? So she was actually pissed, and then later she was like, yeah, it's okay, she doesn't really care, but I knew she cared, bitch, you do really care. And that was that. And being that me and this guy, we started talking and hanging out more and blah blah. And this guy, because they come to our church to dance, he knew my ex-boyfriend, right? And that was my problem. I didn't want anyone to know that guy. I never wanted anyone to know that guy, because me and him were getting into this place that was so bad, because we broke up. When we broke up, it was really bad. I didn't even tell you how we broke up. He broke up with me February 14th. February 14th, that's Valentine's Day. I was so heartbroken. I was like preparing shit to buy for him, and I made like very good, like small cute Valentine gift, but he broke up with me because I didn't want to fuck him. Men are scum. So yeah, back to this boy that dance. So this boy that dance, he knows my ex-boyfriend, and I did not like that. So one day we were in school after we closed. My ex-boyfriend was at the front of our school, which I didn't understand why. I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? And I was like, he came with the other guy, the guy that dances. I was like, okay. I was like, what's up? And yeah, it was like, cool. And then my best friend, she came, she was like, who is this? I was like, yeah, he's just a friend from church. And she was like, yeah, who is this to you? I was like, he was my friend. And then he said that he was my ex-boyfriend. No, he didn't even say. Then I was like, yeah, we're just friends from church. And then it was chill. And I didn't know that this bitch asked for his number and they started talking, okay? And then she got to know that what's it called, that he was my boyfriend, that we had been dating. If you found the worst thing that can ever actually happen to me. And mind you, this year was like, I classify this year as the worst year ever in high school, because after this incident I just wanted to like die. I could not wait to be done. So then we started talking, and for some reason, he had told her that we had sex. If there's one thing I cannot take, it's people lying on me. I mean, if you're saying something that happened, then it's okay. I would be pissed that you said it, you know, because I don't want anyone to know. But something that I haven't done, it hurts me more, you know. I was really, really pissed. And in fact, what even made me more pissed was that she didn't tell me that I was talking to this boy, this is what he said. No, that's not what she did. She went to tell everyone else in school. God. I was heartbroken. I was disappointed. I was frustrated that someone I thought was my best friend would betray me like that by telling everyone in school my business, you know? And everybody started looking at me with that eye, like, oh my God, I'm having sex. And I know for a fact there were bitches that were actually doing worse than me, but no. I was the bad one. I was the bad guy. Like, I could be sitting down in class, and she and the other girls, they would be like outside the balcony, and be talking about me like, oh, I didn't even want to be friends with her before, and like blah blah blah. It was so bad. I would go home and I would cry. I would be so depressed, and I already had my own shit. I already had my own shit to deal with, you know. I already had my own shit to deal with at home, and then I had this one to it, and nobody at home even knew about it. So I was just like depressed and dying alone. To be honest, I took it quite serious, because I don't know, it was my secret. I did not want anyone to know about it, and it was a lie. You know, it was a lie. I did not have sex with a guy. It went on for a while, and people would continue talking about it, and people would like So what even happened? There was another group, another popular group in my class. So these very cool girls, I will never forget one of them. She was like, she really helped me at that time because I was taking it quite hard, quite hard. So since they weren't talking to me anymore, and then this other group, they came to me and were like, "Do you want to go out with us? Do you want to have lunch with us?" And I was like, "Yeah, thank you." And they started telling me that they noticed that this has been happening, that what happened, and I think I actually kind of explained to them that I did not, but now they've told everyone and everyone knows about it, and I was very depressed, and it is actually something sad into it, but it was actually the first time I caught myself because I was so depressed. I just wanted to die. So when I did when I caught myself, it's not funny because I was I was really depressed then. I thought I was going to die. I went to die. So when I caught myself and I went home, my auntie saw it. It was around here. Sometimes I can see the scars if I want to, but yeah, that's past. And when my auntie saw it, she was like, "So you've joined court?" Because that can mean, I mean, that can be used, that can be an initiation into a court when they caught you or beat you up. So she thought I'd join a court, and they were so pissed at me, and I actually got whooped. So I had my shit at home, and I had my shit again in school. So it was really bad. So those girls were the ones that actually really helped me big time, because if they did not ask me to hang out with them, I would even be more depressed. And then they would tell me to like chill and relax, that this thing happens. So what even happened? So after a while, it calmed down, and then my best friend, she came with the other group and came back to me. She was like, in a way apologizing about the whole shit. Then she was like, and then started talking to me, and then I got carried away. And I was like, yeah. Then I just got back into the whole fake relationship. And then they asked me what the other girls had said about them while I was hanging out with them. And dump me off your phone. Whenever I think about this, it breaks my heart because I have never betrayed anyone. There's no one that fucks with me, that doesn't fuck with me right now, that would say that I did something them or I betrayed them, and that's why we don't fuck with each other. Hell no. But after that whole incident, I felt really bad. So when they asked me what the other guys had been talking about them, I just went all in. I started telling them that the names they called them and all the stuff we had talked about them. It was really bad. If you're watching this, I am sorry that I did that. I still regret it till this day, and that's why my loyalty has increased. It doubled after that. So then they asked me and then when the other girls asked me to hang out with them, I started telling them all the stuff and blah blah blah, which was not really cool. And that's what happened. And then when I got back, we started being friends together with my best friend. I was like, okay, does this even make sense that now I'm just friends with her? So I had to like comfort this my ex-boyfriend, because that's the only way I would get closure, to know that to know why he actually said it. And I had the courage to call him this motherfucker. So when I called him, I was like, "You motherfucker! So you literally told someone that we had sex, and while the only reason why I broke up with you was because I didn't want to have sex with you, Then he apologized and was like, no, he didn't tell her, and he didn't actually want to talk with her. She was just the one like bringing up different things, and because she knew that we were dating, or got the idea that we had dated, sorry. So she just like put two and two together and just went on winning news. And even till today, well, not till because I don't talk to him anymore, he still stands by the fact that he never told her anything, that he didn't tell her anything. She just made it up. So she lied to the whole school. I'm like, are you fucking serious? So the other guy, remember, don't lose track, even though this story is going crazy. So the other guy, the dancing guy that made all this happen, because he was the one that brought my ex-boyfriend to school. Because if he had not brought him, no one would know. And I feel like he wanted this to happen because I had told him no, and he wanted me to have a fight with this other girl. This is my best friend. So I hated that guy. I was so hating so much. I was like, you're the cause of this whole shit. If you did not bring this my ex-boyfriend to school, no one would know about it. No one would know about it, and I would not be embarrassed. I would not be so depressed as I am now, as I was then. So that went on for a while. My parents didn't know. My auntie didn't know. I was just dealing with it by my own self, because A girl have that's what I had to do, you know. Don't like bothering people with my own shit. So it was there for a while, and she never told me the truth. She never told me that, oh, I'm sorry though, but this is not actually what happened. I lied, you know. She never came forward with the truth. Fifon, people. Next time that you're picking your friends, pick them wisely, okay? Pick them wisely. I was so dumb. Okay, so I'm almost done with my makeup, and I hope that this story has been interesting since I started, or even made sense and put together. So after the whole scenario, after that, I could not wait to be done with high school. I could not wait to like not see them anymore, like those girls, because she had wounded me so much to the point that I had to like inflict pain on myself to get out of it. And if not for the other girls, because I think the other girls that went to hang out with me, one of them actually saw it and she was like, why did you do this to yourself? I was like, this is to remind me not to like hang out with the other girls. And then I did it. I was so into getting liked. I was really into it. I just wanted everyone to like me, and that cost me something that still haunts me to this day. So yeah, that's the story. The first time I betrayed someone, and my first boyfriend. Not so interesting, is it? And no, me and the girl. I mean, I have spoken to her since I came to Norway, but I never wanted a relationship with her because the relationship we had together was really fake. It was really fake, and I did not know until that happened, because we had like not like a fallout, but something that happened before in junior school that, you know, would have made me realize that she wasn't my friend. But no. Then I just wanted to like be a people's pleaser and not care or anything else. So yeah, if you're a friend, if you know someone, don't be a bitch to them. If the boy that is talking to them is trying to talk to you, tell the boy to go fuck himself, okay? And stop lying on people. Stop lying on people, because you never know the effect it will have on them. Like that experience haunts me till this day. I have trauma from that. Like seriously. Sometimes when I do something to my friends, I start to panic. Oh my god, have I betrayed my friends? Have I done something? Just because of that. Until this day, I still regret it. So people, be kind to each other, okay? Be kind, because especially high school trauma, I feel like it actually lingers on, and you meet really mean people in high school. But I survived, right? I survived. So my makeup tutorial, whatever, is actually going pretty good. I mean, I do look different than when I started, so that's a good thing. Okay, because I'm cheap, I'm gonna be using two different kinds of mascara. This one is empty, but I like this brush, so I'm gonna do this and flip. No lash today, no freaky lash today. I'm not going anywhere. Pretty good, right? I mean, I did well for my first time. And I did my eyebrows off camera. I guess you guys noticed when I came back. So, in a way, this would be like my stay-at-home makeup. And, I mean, I would wear this to school also. Whenever I'm going to school, I normally wear like the small makeup. Just lashes and concealer to cover my dark eyes. So, you see the mascara made the whole look different. So, I guess I'm done. Wait, fixing spray, bitch. Fixing spray, you gotta fix that shit. So yes, that's my story, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that has taught me to be a better friend, and yeah, and I hope that has also taught you to be a better friend. That's the moral of the story. So if you want me to talk about more, if you want me to give you more stories, let me know in the comment section. And there was an idea I came up with yesterday. I thought that I would read books, because I'm really into like what they call it, storybooks. So I know here in Norway, the storybooks they have is mostly like children books, and I don't really find them very interesting. But the ones I used to read in Nigeria, oh my god, I love them. I love them. They're like the favorite thing about going to school. So I was able to find some yesterday, one in Pidgin and one in English, and others that eventually come to. So if you would want me to do this, read a story, I don't know, just sit in front of the camera and read you a story and be very dramatic about it, because I really knew how to do it. Was my favorite thing. My favorite thing. I didn't really have the bedtime childhood, so the only time I got to read storybooks was in school. So my favorite thing to do. If you want me to do this, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll get some equipment to make it very good. Like I need a good mic if I'm gonna do that. So that's all for today, and until next time, keep staying safe, keep being positive, keep doing whatever you're doing that's making you sane, or whatever is making you sane and well. Okay, and until next time, stay safe and be fabulous.